Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. So you will first notice that the game volume is off. That is because, well, I'm going to have to talk through all this, but basically I can't cut the music off, I can't adjust the sound or anything, so I just have it turned off for this recording. This is Ass Commando by Anarchy Enterprises. I'm guessing this is one of their first games? But basically, excuse me, this is their 6th game. I stand corrected. They sent me this key recently, and I said, you know what, I'll take a look. Now, this game did actually release in November, but this is still, quote, early access. It's April. Early access mission pack 2 and 3 aren't here yet. Options are basically this. You adjust the options before you load in, but I can't adjust the sound. Hence why there's no sound. Actually, we'll reload just to make sure that I can't adjust the sound. Would be nice if I could cut the music off, but since I can't, we're just going to play without sound for you guys. The sound effects are okay. I will give it that. The sound effects aren't necessarily bad. You have multiple characters you unlock by playing through the different missions. I'm going to play as Blondie for right now. You basically work through all of these different missions, and eventually you get the 3 amigos. Now this is basically Ass Commandos is hunting down drug cartels. You're not actually going into Vietnam or anything. You're going and killing drug cartel people over and over again. It is a relatively simple game. It is pixel art. And we're going to take a look at one of these missions I haven't done yet. Now, as you guys can see, I've played through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels to get a feel for the game. Let's go play Kill the Sniper. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Is he going to be shooting at me this entire time? Yep. Apparently nothing stops his shots. And as you can see, the enemies take varying amounts of damage. Ow. Ow. Quit hitting me. The tent is, of course, an enemy generator, and when you combine multiple power-ups, you get, well, interesting effects, such as machine gun grenade launcher. Yep, they're dead. Now, you can't combine... Only the yellow ones can combine with weapon power-ups. Otherwise, you just pick up a new weapon. Ow. Ow. Ah. Quit it! Now I saved to rescue these guys till the end, so I can get the bonus for them. Mission complete. He drops an armor power up, which is basically shields me. That's it! Now the sound effects are dead on. And you can level up your character here. I'm going to give her more hit points and give her some armor. And this is the game. We can do one more just to show you guys a rescue mission. Now this is how you unlock characters. Anytime you go on a rescue mission, you're basically doing it to unlock a character. Got some mines laid down. I've got to blow away these sandbags to kill these guys who bum rush into their own mines. AI, not bright. I'm not sure if the AI not being that bright is something that's being worked on or not either. I think this is actually what the game is supposed to be. Honestly, I think I could play through this entire first early access mission pack in about 3 hours, tops. So that totals up 9 hours of content with everything they intend on releasing. I don't really see a multiplayer option, which is kind of sad. I might be wrong. We'll check out the title screen again just to make sure. But as far as I can tell, this game is basically run through, shoot up stuff, and kill people. Is it fun? Yeah, actually, it's a little bit of fun. The blood and gore is a nice touch, but for the most part, it's just mindless, unadulterated fun. Will it get old? Probably really quickly, particularly if I don't have friends who I can play the game with. If this is not multiplayer, as I suspect, then it's not going to be very fun long term. At least for me. It would be more fun if I had more people to play this with. Definitely. And I am taking a shitload of damage. E-grenades. Random private colonel. I got that guy. Now we just have to make our way to the chopper. And as you can see, when you have all these people together, the advantage being that they all fire, but you get a bonus if you can keep them alive. And then, of course, you know, if the guy you're rescuing dies, you're starting over. So here we go again. Thank you. I needed somebody to clear that mine. Bullets flying around everywhere. It's bullet hell. Flamethrowers apparently solve all problems. I need all that health. You get hit, it hurts. It's kind of like Enter the Gungeon, except for not. The enemies are not the brightest in the world and appear to have no actual AI other than charge the player firing mindlessly at them. Watch this. Oh, what? What killed him? Yeah, there's one problem I do have is that the missions like this, they are incredibly weak. Get rid of you. Is that somebody's head just lying over there in the... I don't necessarily want the flamethrower, but I'll take it. Unfortunate that they did not drop a shitload of health for me. Gotta break this tent or they just keep spawning. Granted, they are giving me lots and lots of health power-ups to use. Now, let's grab this guy and be done with this, and then we can go do the Steam store page portion of the review for you guys. Anything? Okay, let's get these guys out. Going. And that's the end of it. Now, I'm sorry that the sound was cut off for this, but I couldn't be... It's a lot of hard rock music and a lot of rock and roll, and I couldn't be sure if it was copyrighted or not. As you can see, it unlocks a new guy. They're basically skins. They're not actually new guys. They're basically skins. I'm just going to be directly honest. They are skins in every way, shape, and form. Yeah, it's not multiplayer. It's only single player, which sucks. This would be a little bit more fun as a multiplayer game. Now let's go take a look at the Steam store page to see just what this game is all about for you guys. So here we have it, Steam store page, Kick Ass Commandos. You can see from the images and from what we just played through, I mean, you fight various enemies. You fight a tank. You fight a helicopter. You have a knife level where you just run around with a knife and everyone has knives and you're trying to stab each other. It plays a little bit like Hotline Miami, but you have a hit point bar. There are a bunch of power-ups. Yes, there are big explosions. Did we mention explosions? Really? There's a little brief snippet bio of all of the characters, who have very generic names and backstories. There's nothing particularly fascinating about them, at least. Nameless Privates, totally expendable. General Irons, Major Schwartz, the Commandant, the Red Devils, Fire Strikes, Killer Snipers, Troopers, you know, and, oh yeah, tanks. It doesn't hardly require anything to run. I could see some people enjoying this. As you see, some people have 3 hours. But me personally, not my game. It's way too mindless. It's definitely way too mindless for me personally. And that's just the fact. You die, you explode everywhere, by the way, in massive blood, guts, and gore. But I don't particularly find this genre of game very entertaining myself. Bullethell is fun if done right, and to me this just feels like generic Bullethell 101. And considering that it hasn't had it's only had more playable characters added recently, and a few bug fixes. They haven't been adding the more levels promised, and it's been in early access since November. That's a long time to be in early access for a game this simple. Unless you're telling me this is developed by one person, I can't give this like a high go get it type of rating. Especially with stuff like Enter the Gungeon out for Bullethell. Enter the Gungeon's a much better game. And when you're competing with Enter the Gungeon, I'm sorry. It's just, you're not doing it. You got a lot to pull out. It does have some character to it, but the character is lost in like 1980s genericism. Everyone in here is generic. No one in here is super special or anyone I'd be particularly partial to. And this has been done before, and it's been done better. I'm not going to give it a rating. It's still in early access. I might come back and re-review it should the dev, contact me and ask for that when they release more content and give me something better with the game mechanics to come look at. But otherwise, I can't recommend this one. It delivers what is promised, but what is promised isn't that much to begin with. And it's only $6, so fair enough. It's only $6, but when I compare it with Enter the Gungeon, which is twice the price, but from the footage I've seen, much more well designed and much more fun. I'm kind of leaning back towards Enter the Gungeon, paying the extra price and getting this game. Just saying. Oh, there you have it. There is my review of Ass Commandos. I'm wondering why it was released in November and they're sending me a key now, but there you go, Dev. You sent me a key. I looked at it. I can't recommend it. If you liked this video or found it helpful, hit the like button. Also, since you can't cut off the sound in the game is one of the reasons I can't recommend it. No way in hell would I try to do a Let's Play of this game because I had to cut the sound off completely for you guys in order to be able to play it because I can't cut the music down. And I can't cut the music off or I have no sound options whatsoever. Here's the previous Brutally Honest review, Axes and Acres. Go take a look if you would like. And if you want to see more stuff by me, you can always subscribe. And also, I appreciate it if you hit the like button. But if you didn't like the video, you can also hit the dislike button and let me know why in the comments. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, signing out for right now, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone! So I'm going to be putting down these two workers, just to kind of show you how this works. I'm going to spend you, not really into the move 3 right now, because I don't need it, and we're going to deploy him there and him there. Now, I'm going to need a lumber yard. Let's see. Must be built next to trees. Produces 1 wood per turn. Send someone to gather it. So get the lumberyard up.